your job.
Put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And welcome to another show. If this is your first time watching, this is a half-hour chat show that we have created where we watch a movie the night or a few nights before, and then we review the movie for you fine folks. If this is your first time watching, did I say that already? Yeah, probably. Then I don't know where I was going with that. Oh no, we've got some criteria.
There you go.
It's there. Late. It's a long day.
This is the latest we've ever recorded the show, by the way.
Yes.
You don't know that, but
no.
we know that.
Yes.
And now you know that.
Yes. This happens to be June 1st, so happy Pride Day.
And it is currently 10:30 at night.
Yes. We walked in a parade. We did a bunch of fun things today.
Very busy day.
We had a very busy day. So, yay. But we've got some criteria. Also wanted to mention too that this is also a podcast. So if you're listening, thank you for listening. And
if you're not listening, you can listen to it tomorrow, the day after this airs.
Yes, exactly. So
and we record from our house.
Back to the criteria.
I should let her drive. This is her part.
No. So number one, it needs to be under $5. We need to have found it in the wild. It needs to be a horror, thriller, or sci-fi genre. Pretty much. And it needs to be a movie we've never watched before. That's it.
So far we've only had, since we've come to Tinkler Television, we only had one movie that we had seen, and it was on accident because we didn't think we'd seen it. But it still worked out.
Yes.
Pretty good track record.
Yes. This movie that we watched this week was Monster Portal. Is that right?
H.P. Lovecraft's Monster Portal.
H.P. Lovecraft's Monster Portal.
Brought to us by
ITN Distribution.
For all your
distribution
movie needs.
Yes.
Thank you, Randy, for providing us with this film and a host of others.
I don't want to do the synopsis.
Well, but we forgot to say we're recording in our house.
Yeah.
And so occasionally you may see
or hear dogs, but right now they're all sleeping.
Yeah, dogs, or we have an alligator named Jack that's 10 years old and is about this big, and he's currently just having a little snack, but
eating algae.
I don't think anybody's ever heard him, but sometimes I put his picture up here for everybody to see. He's cute.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, yes, the synopsis. Since this is an ITN movie, there's no box, so she's got to make it up off the top of her dome.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to. You do it this week.
I do it.
Yes. I'm excited. You do it this week.
I got to think about it a minute to think about.
While he's thinking about it, I'm going to say that if you want to find us, you can find us at thenewlydeads.com for all of your spooky Newlydeads needs. We also record several different things. So we've got a YouTube channel where we review sinister snacks and caffeinated coffee reviews. Sometimes we do follow me arounds, and Joel also does unboxing videos, which are really fun. And you can find all that information on our website. So if you head on over there, you can find out that information. We also do blog posts. So I do one called Unearthing Small Business, and he does one called, what is it called? Cinematorium? Yeah. Or he reviews movies and things like that. So.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what's today? Oh, Saturday. Yeah. That comes out on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Maybe.
Okay.
A woman comes to a palatial estate where her father has died suddenly, in which she is now inheriting the property. And once she arrives, she's met by a very weird caretaker, housekeeper type lady who has weird things to say about her father. And she realizes that there is a pathway in the mirror. I feel like you're doing ASL, not ESL. A pathway that leads to another world, realm, something where there's things that sometimes come through, and there's people that are worshiping them to try and get them to come through to make the world a better place. H.P. Lovecraft's Monster Portal. It'll terrify your soul apart.
I remember it now.
I've seen the movie and I don't remember when things happened or exactly what happened. So we'll talk about that though, because I've got notes here, and the notes are full of
usually he does
things about the film that'll help us to regurgitate, what happened.
Usually he does the thing. Were you watching me?
No, but I could see you out of the corner of my eye. And I could see you on there, and I could see you out of the corner of my eye. I was trying to look into the lens, because I'm used to like making faces and stuff. So I assume there is a trailer.
I'm guessing.
I'm going to say there's a trailer, but
where's the trailer coming from, Joel?
No, that's your part.
No, we're flipping it.
No, then that means you need to read all the notes.
Okay.
That's not how it works. You do the trailer part. That's your
fine.
specialty.
It's floating by on some water because it's like a boat trailer.
Maybe I should have done the trailer.
And it's got a monster following behind it, like a sea creature.
This way?
Right, Cthulhu. Yeah. Fun. Okay, so let's show them the trailer. Yeah.
Toot toot steamboat.
We'll be right back.
It's not always easy to look in the mirror. To see the person that you thought you were versus the person you've become.
My dad bought this place when I was just a kid. It used to be a cemetery.
I can imagine the upkeep on this place is a nightmare.
I can tell you, you are correct, young man.
Some believe that our world is just one dimension of what's there, and that the old gods, the real architects of the universe, reside in a parallel plane to ours.
I loved you. Love you.
Doesn't mean you go chasing the dead.
I didn't.
You came here.
I...
Just like I thought you would. It's time for me to rejoin myself. Your world and the other.
We're back. I know you missed us.
For that whole minute to 2 minutes.
Yes. All right.
So whenever we talk about a movie, usually we'll take notes for instances like this where we need to discuss the film and we can't remember what it was because it was several days ago. So on this edition of notes that Joel took, remember there was lots of dead rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
I drew this guy just because why not?
He's cute. He's got a giant nose.
And then, of course, there's lots of Cthulhu monsters. So I have to draw some guy with a bunch of tentacles and arms and a buck tooth and looking kind of crazy. And I also see that what I rated it is right here, but I don't think she saw that. I also have a letterbox page, so you can go check that out if you can find me. But you'll see the reviews before the movie, so maybe you should. So this is H.P. Lovecraft's Monster Hunter, is what I wrote, but it's actually Monster Portal. I made a mistake when I wrote the notes. It's from 2022, currently sitting at 3.3 out of 10. On the Internet Movie Database, this is an ITN distribution film. This is our ITN week. So this is directed by Matthew B.C. His name.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the credits and on IMDb.
B.C.
Not A.D. B.C. B as in boy, C as in car. So he is known for, he also co-wrote the film as well. So I'm going to mention that he wrote and directed the film called Medusa. Unhinged.
Is that Medusa hair?
There's a hair. Unhinged, which is not to be confused with a Russell Crowe film that was actually really like it's on the shelf. That's how.
Oh, you like it?
And he wrote and directed the movie called Retribution. I did. It was not what I was expecting. Like, you think Russell Crowe, you have a certain kind of expectation. And it was a lot darker and a lot more violent and unhinged than I was expecting. He also wrote a movie called Medusa's Venom, which I don't know if it's a sequel to Medusa. I'm assuming so, but he didn't write it or didn't direct it, so I don't know. Blood in the Water, which if there's blood in the water, it probably should get out.
That smoke on the water.
It's like smoke on the water. It's like burr, 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 burr,
it's super
burr,
bloody.
burr, burr, blood on the water. And a movie called Exorcist Vengeance, because you want your exorcist to come back and take vengeance on you once you've been exorcised, which makes no sense. The exorcist gets the demon out. Why are they going to come back and take vengeance?
The Exorcist Vengeance.
Oh, Shaggy's saying his head on my foot. This was also written by two other people. The first one is Scott Chambers. Sounds like a 90s television star. Who wrote Kingdom of the Dinosaurs. Be a good one. Jurassic Island. Good friend there. And Spider in the Attic. We have lots of spiders in the attic. Crawl space. I don't know. I've only been up there once. There's one over there and there's one over there. It's two. There's not
Spiders
one here.
all over the place?
No attics like crawl space things. There's none here because there's a vaulted ceiling.
Right.
But that way and that way there are two different ones, entrance ways. This was also written by Mario Van Zapewski. I was going to get this right. I even was going to write down the phonetics because I looked at it. I'm like, oh, I know how to say that. Now I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, they were known for writing Rapunzel's Flutch 1 and 2. Fluch. I don't know what a flutch is. That's what it's called. Rapunzel's, no, Fluch. That was the word. I double checked. I even wrote it out. 1 and 2. Cannibal Diner, which sounds like a Joel and Laura movie. Cannibal Diner. And
Kitchen.
Raw 3, The Revelation of Greg Miller. Don't know what that means or why that's a thing. Apparently there's 3 of them though. So this stars one Sian Altman, who was in Jurassic Triangle. A lot of dinosaur movies in this episode. Croc with an exclamation point. Like
Crocs. Shoes.
Yeah, probably. And the Area 51 incident, which I assume means that there was something to do with aliens. This was also starring one Louise James, who was in Night Rulers. Vipers. Escape. And a ton of short films. And then finally, I'm going to mention one other person that I'm only going to mention because once we started watching the movie, I'm like, I got to talk about this person. It's Judy Chicknerick, who didn't start acting until in 2012. She was the nanny, the weird nanny. Much older actress, but started late in life and kind of stole the movie, in my opinion. She was in a film called The Surgeon, The Killing Tree, and the one that I had to put down here, The Evil Fairy Queen, because it just seems like a contradiction. You think Fairy Queens, you think, nice Glenda the Good Witch kind of sort of vibe going on. So at this point, my wife turns to me and says,
what did you think?
And then I ask, do we really want to talk about this?
Yeah.
We do?
Okay.
So it starts with a portal and a Cthulhian creature that I believe was a bastion. Just based on the look of the creature, I did some research in because I'm not real familiar with Lovecraft's work. I know Cthulhu and Yog-Sothoth, I think, or something, how you say that. Or Cthulhu. I don't know. There's various ways people say it. Anyway, but I looked up this creature and I'm pretty sure it was Bastion. It was very slow and stale. Like when I say stale, it just felt very like
the movie.
Yeah, felt very like just black and white, like nothing exciting, nothing to it. Just very. It wasn't in black and white. It just felt very like that. I said it feels like a Cinemax movie mixed with paint drying. Um, and then I wrote Sexiness and a lot of dead rabbits. There were a lot of dead rabbits in this film, but yeah, it feels like if you ever watched like a late night made for cable or made for TV movie, especially in like the 90s, they have a certain kind of, there's always this kind of like fluty, airy kind of music going on in the background. And then there's like, a lot of soft focus and it's really slow paced. And then occasionally there'll be some sort of action to keep you interested, like, boobs, butts, beasts, whatever. And this one kind of was heavier on the beast, but they were all CGI beasts. I said Etta was so strange, but darn entertaining. That's the actress, Judy, that I was talking about, who stole the movie. This really was a who cares who done it, because there is kind of a mystery to it. But if you really want to see this, if you think you care enough, it is streaming on Tubi right now, by the way. Don't come back to us upset if you don't like it. I wrote here, just because of you, I wrote, stay out of the scary gazebo. Because Cthulhu showed up, right? Remember there was Cthulhu. It's late, so it's okay for Jan. And then Janus. They kept talking about Janus, and Janus was a creature that showed up. Not Janus like, Chandler Bing. No, Janus like Janus. What?
Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing. I don't know how to do that. But Janus is the one that they talk about the most. And I think Janus, let's say it that way, is the one that was on the poster. Like, I'll put it up here again to see it. The green, like, humanoid figure with all the tentacles behind it. I think that's Janus. Looks a little like Vecna, if you're familiar with season 4 of Stranger Things. The movie itself was very pretty to look at. Like, the cinematography was good. The sets, like the locations that they used, were very scenic. But then the CGI was bad, and it just left you feeling kind of empty on the inside, like it didn't have a soul, so to speak. Like, even though it looked good and it seemed like it should be something we'd enjoy.
Yeah. I remember about 5 minutes of the movie.
Why is that?
Because I am tired a lot, and I fell asleep. Like, hard. I fell asleep hard.
She did. To be fair, I mean, it would have been a long day and lots of things going on.
I have long days all the time.
But you do, yeah.
I am a sleepy person.
But yeah, she did. She fell asleep, and I don't remember. Did you wake up before the end? No, you didn't see the ending, did you?
No.
So there's parts that she forgets.
Yeah, I was telling him, I was like, I don't know if we should record this show because I don't remember any of this movie.
And I told her I could try and drive the bus and she could fake it, but she's being honest with you folks.
Yeah, because I'm an honest person.
I don't know if you remember, but the portal in that looks like they have dry ice sitting in a bowl because it just kind of has this kind of looks very. Like
I said, I remember some things. Like I remember the mom in the beginning, and not mom, the daughter, and the fact that her dad died.
Which I wrote here, the dry ice portal of fathers who died, because that's kind of what it is. There's a dry ice portal that her dad eventually comes out of. Spoiler alert. And I said, what the hell is happening? Is there such bad CGI? And then all of a sudden, as I thought it just couldn't get any worse, the Wilhelm scream let out of one of the characters when they got taken by one of the monsters. And I went, we're here, are we? We're finally to this point. It just was so, I even wrote here, so freaking dumb. I said, the mirror of doom with a B.
Sorry, ITN Distributions.
Yeah, and I feel like, Randy, like every time, if we buy the movie and it's ITN, we are pretty heavily critical on them because most of the time they aren't good. But the ones that you sent to us, I know you kind of curated, and this one was not one that I really could appreciate. So to spoil the endings, because you didn't see it.
Yeah. He's spoiling it for me.
You kind of see the main character go mad. And then I said nope, because like they started to act, they were going to go mad, and then they didn't. But the thing that was the most like off-putting about this movie was, so the daughter that goes back to the house to figure out what happened because her dad died, and she needs to figure out what to do with his estate and all that. The dry ice monster portal of doom allows him to come back through
Of dead
the
fathers.
ritual, right? The
Yeah.
ritual that they do. So he comes back, and it ends up that the main character, the main guy in the movie, that's the daughter's like boyfriend or whatever, is trying to save the day, and but she shows up naked. She has naughty time with Janus, the demon, on the ground in front of the other acolytes of the thing that are in robes, just watching this whole thing go on as they're chanting, I believe, if I remember right. And it's pretty graphic, not like, not like hardcore graphic, but like there's a lot of noises and things going on that make it very like, oh, what is happening? Like makes it more Cinemaxy. And then the other guy, um, that's her boyfriend or whatever, like breaks them up. And they say, if a dog starts humping your leg, it's best to just let him finish. So I'm assuming if Janus starts humping your leg, it's best to just let them finish.
Jane Lemming.
But if it's Jadis, just tell her to go back to the up.
Yeah.
And let her finish there. But yeah, it was very unnerving and unnecessary. I felt like you could have just implied that they were going to have to do that, but then not let that happen, because either way they got stopped. It's not like, if they were able to complete, and the next thing here we are at the end of the world. It just felt exploitative, but not in a good way. Like,
yeah.
The bad kind of, there's a difference between exploitation in a good way and exploitation in a bad way. That sounds backwards, but it's true. And this was bad exploitation. It just didn't, it's not necessary. So, did you have any thoughts on it before you went to sleep? Like, were you have any sort of impression about
No.
that it was interesting, it wasn't interesting, good, bad,
No.
indifferent, none of that stuff? There's nothing that jumped out at you,
Nope.
No Monster Portal memories.
Nope.
No dry ice, dead fathers coming back, anything like that. That's
So on a scale of one or whatever to 5, it's not 1.
1 to 5, yeah,
No, 0 to 5. But
or 0 to 5.
we always go negatives if you want.
We can. I try not to.
Portals.
Yeah.
What would you give it?
I gave it a 0.5 out of 5 because I don't even know why I gave it the 0.5. It really probably should have just been a 0, but I think because it did look really nice, like the actual cinematography. I want to give the cinematographer a shout out. Good job. You tried to save the movie, but I think that's probably it. That, and maybe a little bit to Judy for being the weird creepy nanny. Kept me interested.
This is going to be the first time I've ever done this. I'm going to give it a question mark because I have no idea.
That a form of rating?
Yes. It's no rating.
So it's unrated. Oh, that's bad for... You don't want to go to an unrated movie because people think you're going to the... Question marks?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. Just one, though. Just one simple...
Yeah. Or 2.
Mark. 2? Ooh, that's a lot of... I don't know if we can do that.
I want 2 question marks.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, I'm so sleepy.
That's harsh. 2 question marks, basically?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sleepy now. I'm sleepy every day.
She is sleepy. It's okay.
It's not. What? So if you don't want to watch... So if you don't want to watch this movie...
Which I don't recommend you do that.
What do you recommend, Mr. Joel?
I mean, I think this is pretty obvious because I don't recommend anything like In the Mouth of Madness because there's all the Cthulhu Muppets in that one. And there's not a lot of other Cthulhu or Lovecraftian movies that really exist. Try playing the role-playing games. Those I've heard are pretty good. But I've had to go with the 2019 kind of cult shocker.
The Space. Color Out of Space.
There you go. Color Out of Space. Which is the 3rd time that story has been retold so far. I think there may be another one that was more recent that I'm forgetting about. But I know that Die Monster Die with Boris Karloff was one of them. And there was another one that was... it may have just been called The Color, but there's another one that was remade somewhere between those two, or the current one and the original. And then I think there was a 3rd or 4th iteration of the story. But It's one of Lovecraft's more popular tales, and you remember we watched that one together. It's
Yeah.
on the shelf now. It's trippy, but it's good. Like for Lovecraft,
It's trippy.
yeah, and it's a lot. You have to like the color purple though, not the movie, the actual color.
Yeah, it's a lot of that.
A lot of purple in that movie, especially at the end. It's just like
Pinky kind
overwhelming.
of purple or magenta.
Yes, yeah, like a magenta lavender sort of
mixture.
Yeah, but it's not an easy watch. It's not like a walk in the park.
Slow.
But
I fell asleep once in it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. But it was like brief.
But that one is definitely recommended.
It's just par for the course.
It's just car for the horse.
I'm tired all the time.
Cart for the horse. Horse for the buggy.
I don't like falling asleep.
Well, you got to do a lot of
Sleeping.
caffeine. Oh, well, maybe.
I don't drink as much caffeine anymore.
Maybe sleeping.
Well, what are we watching next week?
Oh, right. From the Big Box of Fun, direct from our friend Anne. Thanks, Anne. Yet again.
Anne.
You're going to be hearing that a lot until we go out and buy some new movies. Because as many as she gave us and as few as we have left in the Big Box of Fun, it's time to go do a restock. Anyway. Top one.
Yeah, The Dead and the Damned.
The Dead and the Damned from 2011 from our friend Anne. It is also subtitled or alternate titled Cowboys versus Zombies.
Oh.
Which we watched.
The Legend of the Living Dead. Yeah.
No, there's another title.
It says The Legend of the Living Dead underneath it.
We also watched Cowboys versus Zombies, but a different one. So this is the second time we're going to see a zombies in the Old West. Not counting the burrowers because those weren't zombies; those were monsters.
That's good though.
But so I'm curious. I've already seen that there's a trailer. I did check.
Want me to read it?
Yeah, I was just going to say. And if you want to read the synopsis, let's let the people know what they're in for.
All right. When a group of gold miners unearth a dangerous meteorite, they unleash an intergalactic plague that ravages their town. It kind of sounds like the one with the ash falling and then the quarantine thing and we just watched that. It had Frida Pinto in it. And, only, yeah.
Yeah, from 2000.
Yeah,
I think.
And turns the population into bloodthirsty mutants.
Ew.
It is up to a High Plains drifter and his arch enemy, an Indian warrior, to battle the zombies and save the Old West from the horrors of the dead and the damned.
See? Cowboys versus Zombies.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I think Milk was a bad choice for this one. But, it's in the box. We got to get to it at some point. And when I first saw this, the only thing I saw was Vile, which that's one that I've heard about, and it's supposed to be a little, vile. So we'll see what that's like once we get to it. But in the meantime,
if you want to see us again,
we're right here.
Yes. Again, just plugging our website. You can watch us or go find us at thenewlydeads.com. We're also on Facebook. Mr. Joel is super active on there. Yeah, you are. You are the most active Facebook person I've ever met in my entire life.
True. I can name at least 2 other people that we know that you more than me.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep on going.
I know exactly which 2 you're talking about. Anyways.
But I am pretty active on there.
Yes. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, not Twitter.
No, but we do have a TikTok that we occasionally put stuff on.
Yep.
And then a bunch of little here's and there's.
Yeah.
Kind of filter out.
Yeah.
Filter in.
Yep. Filters.
Words and stuff.
Yes.
Is that it?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, it just flew by.
Oh, will this be airing? Yes. Our Summerween event was postponed. So we are going to be doing an event on June 23rd. Yes.
Sunday.
It's a Sunday from 11 to 4. Yes.
The original event was rained out. And
by thunderstorms.
We, not just rain. We mentioned it before. I mentioned that it was already going to have happened. That's before we knew this was going to happen, but it got pushed. So if you're available and like to go see us live and in person, say hello. Check out what we have.
I won't be sleepy.
Check out what we have to sell because we are artists. So we have digital and physical media as well as all this stuff. So you can come check us out at Submarine Event via
We'll follow.
And I'll put the information up right here. And if you have questions, reach out to us at contact@thenewlydeads.com. And we'll be happy to provide you any information that we can regarding the event.
Awesome. All right. Well, until next time. That's your line.
Is it my turn already? Keep it cheap and I'm just kidding. Keep it cheap and creepy.
Bye.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going?